There are several ways to travel around Central Australia: in the air, on the road, or by man's best friend, in the desert. For a bird's eye view of the Great Red Rock, now called Uluru, or the stunning Katajuda, take a helicopter.
It's very hot and bumpy in summer. The helicopter's a much smoother way to view it. The helicopter's blades cut through the thermals in the hot Central Australian conditions and flatten out the ride.
But if you're an early morning riser, view a splendourous desert sunrise while flying high in a balloon. Drifting with the breeze high above ground, hot air balloons are a gentle and satisfying way to view the land below. Well, dawn in the desert is a special time of the day, especially when you're cruising at 2,000 feet above ground in a hot air balloon. This is Scooter, the pilot of the balloon. Tell us, Scooter, why do people like to go up in the sky?
Oh, I think they like the peace, you know, the peace and quiet, and they like to think they're flying with the birds. Hey, just excuse me a moment. And they like to, you know, look at the mountain ranges and look for kangaroos, check out the desert, things like that, you know. Well, flying a Cessna or a fixed-wing aircraft is like driving a motor car. But flying a balloon, you have to use your senses much more to sense the rise and fall of the balloon and what's happening around you with the weather as well as the operation of the balloon.
I mean, the balloon just doesn't go up, you actually navigate it as it goes along. Yes, we
actually navigate it, yeah. We don't float along helplessly like most people think we do. We choose our launch site, and then we usually have a cone of 45 to 90 degrees that we can steer the balloon in. And we steer the balloon by varying the altitude of the balloon and getting a different wind direction. And we can actually navigate. Within that cone, we can actually navigate our way across the country, which we have to do to get to our landing spots.
So when you want to land somewhere, you actually spot it, and then you go down and you operate the balloon by...
Yep, that's what we do.
And I notice you've got all these gas cylinders here. I mean, that's the obvious, your lift to get out of this.
That's all our fuel.
After a smooth landing and the balloons rolled up, what better way to start the day than an outdoor champagne breakfast? If you want to get your thrills on the ground, look for a Harley Davidson. The first Harley tours in Australia began in the Red Centre.
I think it's just the fresh air, the open view. You get the unrestricted view of Uluru when you get out there is pretty overwhelming. You have no roof to restrict the actual height of the rock, and you can just take in the total surroundings.
A four-wheel drive gets you to most places, but the real discovery is by foot. The Red Centre is pollution-free, and the boulder rocks are visually powerful, the colours changing during the day. A century ago, camels were used for outback exploration and carried supplies for the European settlers. Today, there's over 200,000 camels roaming the arid regions of Australia, and in fact, Australia has the largest population of free-ranging camels to be found in the world today?
Well, they're designed for deserts, and this is really like paradise because they love the plants, they've got no predators, they've got lots of space. Yeah, this is heaven.
Desert camels are eco-friendly and a fun way to travel. Every day the camel train heads along the sands of the Todd River. Though not as fast as a horse, camels are more comfortable to ride and seem to have an affinity with man. Along with kangaroos, low-fat camel fillets are being added to the menus of trendy restaurants. But don't tell that to Musha.